Hey guys, so I wanted to do a cook with me video. I don't think I've ever done one of these, but since my family loves my chicken karahi, which I learned from my trip to Pakistan, I wanted to show you guys. It's like a super simple, easy. You can do it in the crock pot. You can do it right on the stove. It's so good. It's a touch of the Middle East and Asia. And I wanted to show you guys how I do it. Even my children like it. My children are picky. My daughters are pretty picky, and it's spicy, but they'll even eat it. Plus, I feel like even if they're picky, you gotta just kind of throw them into it little by little and make them get used to it, because you can't be eating bland French fries forever. You know what I'm saying? Okay. First thing I'm going to do, let's get my cutting board. I'm gonna do it in the crock pot today, just because I love when things like simmer throughout the day and your whole house smells really good. I got out of using the crock pot for like a long time, and now I'm just like kind of loving it again, and it's winter, so it makes it even better. Okay, so we're a family of 5, and family of 5, my husband takes things to work all the time too, so it's nice to make a little bit extra, of course. I went to Festival Food and I got some boneless, skinless chicken breasts. I'm only doing 3. I'm just gonna throw them in the crock pot. Now eventually we'll shred this chicken up when it's cooked. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put my chicken in there and then wash my hands, just because you never know. Oh my God, I feel like I have such a head cold today. It's like not cute. Okay, let me get my seasonings. Now this isn't like true, like don't come for me if you're from the Middle East or you make this all the time or whatever. But I use the chicken 65 masala. So obviously this is a chicken masala recipe seasoning, but this is how I make my karahi. And I'm gonna put some olive oil in. I'm gonna actually mix my seasonings today. A little bit of olive oil, just to make sure everything is really moist. I'm gonna dump some of the seasoning in. Actually, I'm like all out, so I got the rest of that in there. I need to save this though, so I can go back to Woodman's and get another. Again, it looks like this. This is like our absolute favorite seasoning. It's a must. I use my India curry powder. The chicken masala spice though that I just showed you is like way better, but this will definitely do. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put like a couple teaspoons in, and just like, I really want a lot of flavor. A couple teaspoons of this over the chicken. Really bummed I'm out of that. And then I went and I got the portobello mushrooms. So I just got 2 of them. I really feel like these are the only mushrooms. If you're gonna do mushrooms, these are like the only ones. Dice it up really, really little, because the key is to be able to eat this with naan bread. And you don't wanna be, or you can use like tortilla shells or whatever you have. Naan bread is the best. But you wanna be able to pick up all of your food with your bread or your tortilla shell, so you want everything to be pretty small. I'm just gonna put a little bit of regular pepper in there. Again, we really want this to be really flavorful. Look at me, Rachel Ray, watch out. Okay, got 3 pretty large jalapenos. I'm gonna dice them up really small. This is probably the part that my kids don't like as much. Hayden really loves spice, so he'll eat them. He's into like flaming hot Doritos and everything, so of course he wouldn't mind. I always feel like the fresher ones are obviously more spicy with all the seeds and everything. But I have like a trick I do with onion. It almost works where you don't cry while cutting it. But with onions of this size, it's almost like impossible to not tear up, and I hope I don't, because I just did my makeups. Oh my God, so I have a story to tell you while I'm doing this, and I'm gonna show you the trick too. So I was doing my makeup on TikTok live, and I kind of have the jitters. Live is awkward. Like I can do this because it's just me and the camera. I can delete it, I can edit it, whatever. I mean, I don't really, but I could. And live is just really putting you on the spot, you know? So I was on there and I'm just like, too bad, we're just gonna get over it. And this one girl kept asking me if I could wiggle my ears. Like here I am talking about makeup and about my day, and I just like wasn't feeling good this morning, whatever. And she's like, can you wiggle your ears? Can you wiggle your ears? And it's just like, I hate people who go on there and just like mock you. The other TikTok live I did, I mean, it's just like embarrassing for you. The other TikTok live I did at the casino last week, somebody was like, I was wearing a mask, obviously. I mean, everybody knows why we're wearing masks, just dumb. And this guy goes, what are you going into surgery? As I'm sitting there drinking a vodka cranberry at a machine. Like, are you really that bored in your life where you just, like, it's not even funny. It's not even funny and you look stupid. It's just like, how embarrassing. I hope that you're 10 years old and you just think it's hilarious. Because if you are the age you look in your profile picture, I mean, you're obviously old enough to not be. It's just so dumb. It's just so dumb. And people like legit think it's funny. And there's so many people like that. It's so stupid. I don't get it. Anyway, okay. So I peeled the first couple annoying layers off the onion. So this is very large. So you obviously want a very good sharp knife. And I'm going to split it this way. Okay. So you get the root. The root, is that the right thing? I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna have to make a couple takes because I don't have, your onion looks like this, okay? So put one aside, and then you're gonna cut this portion off. You wanna keep the portion that kind of holds everything together. So make just a nice slice. So it looks like this. Then I'm gonna make cuts all the way up to that. I'm gonna call it the root, I don't know. I'm on the spot here. All the way up and then just slice it down so it's pretty even. So it kind of looks like this. All the way through, all the way from the top, but you want it to stay together, so you don't want to go too close to the top. And then we're just gonna go the opposite direction and dice it real fast into small chunks, and then you're like done. So I'm starting to like tear up just a little bit, not really. So with half an onion, the pieces are about this big. Super simple, idiot-proof way. I mean, I'm not a professional, obviously, by any means. And I think I learned this on YouTube. Oh my God, it looks and smells so good. And I wanna think, what do I usually, oh, and then just for some extra flavor and nutrition, I'm gonna wash my hands. I don't want to accidentally touch my eye. It'd be something I would do after cutting an onion and touching jalapenos. I didn't fully tear this time, guys. It's amazing, because usually, I'll never forget having to blow in my mom's eyes when she would cook for dinner when we were little. Like almost every time. Okay. These, the girls and I really like to snack on these sweet peppers. And I'm gonna use almost the whole bag because we need to eat them up. This is a dish that's also really colorful, which is nice. It's just really appealing to the eye. The sweet peppers add a lot, so they're like yellow and green and orange, vibrant colors, which is nice, especially if you're using a lot of mushroom and pepper and whatever. I just cut them up like this size here, so they're pretty small. Drawing a blank as to what this pepper is. But I bought it the other day and I used one of them in another chicken dish and I don't want it to go to waste. I really don't like to waste food. So I'm gonna cut that up in there too. And then I'm gonna put it on the crock pot probably at this point. It's like 1:13. I really wanted to get all this in the crock pot into the store before noon. So I'm probably gonna put it on high for 4 hours. And then shred the chicken up, or maybe cube it. We'll see how moist it is. since I stir it up, I'll show you guys how vibrant and delicious it looks. I'm really excited for this. This is my favorite meal. Used to be spaghetti. Now it's karahi.
How long have you been cooking it?
Ever since I got back from Pakistan, 2016. A long time. I'm gonna add maybe just like a, I don't know, maybe a 4th cup of water. Those vegetables are really gonna throw off a lot of water too, but it's probably gonna need more curry powder. But I'm gonna just kind of get it going in the crock pot for the next hour and then check on it. So let me show you guys what it looks like. So here's how it is all thrown together. It looks really vibrant and delicious.